What's up, everybody, and welcome to ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. I'm Drew Bosley, and that's the one and only Scott Savage. Scott, what's going on, man?
I am super wiped out from a really extra long night I had last night. Unfortunately, I didn't get to just watch the Game Awards.
That's fair. Dude, after the Game Awards, Kyle, myself, and Nate played COD until 1 in the morning.
Oh, man.
Surprise!
I didn't even get in on that.
I know.
Oh, there's only 3-man squads, isn't there?
That was hot. That was hot one. That was a hot sip. Yo, that's a fresh coffee. Going down. Dude, it was fun. Last night, though, big night last night. It was the Game Awards. So, yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. There's a ton on the show. So let's get right into it. But before we get there, don't forget, right now, if you want to enter, we're giving away a code for God of War over on our YouTube channel. Look for the video and, of course, listen to the details and find out how you can enter to win. We'll be announcing the winner next week. And then after that, we've got another giveaway to go with that one as well. So stick around. We got a lot more going on. So you can always join us live, though, over on twitch.tv as well as YouTube at the official ITG. But if you can't join us live, hit us up later inside the game.ca podcast services and TV streaming networks around the globe. Scott, a mile a minute, dude. We got so much to talk about. It's nuts. So the Game Awards kicked off last night. It was a big night. Who took the game of the year? Who took the most awards? How many trailers did we see? Well, we got all the info, so let's break it down. Started off with the performance of the year. Al Pacino came out and gave the award to Chris Judge for, of course, his role as Kratos. Very cool.
Now, that wasn't terribly a surprise to me, Chris Judge winning an award there. But Al Pacino, was anybody expecting him?
Dude, everybody was shocked, right? He came out and everybody's face went, whoa, really? And it was hilarious because Al Pacino was like, I can't read the teleprompter. And he just went off the cuff, and it was awesome. And then Chris Judge came up and talked for like 15-20 minutes, which it was great. Dude, he had such a heartfelt speech and just went by his heart. You know, it was fantastic to see. But yeah, the music's about to kick in sometime soon because they gotta keep going with the show because it was long. It was a long show, Scott.
Well, just like Kratos has a lot of emotion bustling underneath, it's hard to show that a lot, though. But it seems so does Christopher Judge. There was a lot of sentimentality to what he said.
Absolutely, it was good speech from Chris. Yeah, loved it. Right, you kind of get that emotion, that connection. All right, dude, let's get into it because we got a lot more to go. World premiere started right off the hop. I want to go right there first. There were a total of 33 trailers. 24 of them were world premieres. There was 24 awards, 4 of which went to God of War, and 3 went to Elden Ring. And we'll tell you which ones those were. So let's get going in the first world premiere with some super giant gains. Back with Hades 2, a first time the studio's actually doing a sequel.
I didn't know that they neglected to do sequels, but this is a good choice for one if you're going to begin. Hades is an absolute massive hit. That must have been about a year ago now, though.
Year and a half, maybe at least. Yeah. So they announced that. Another world premiere followed up by Ghost Story Games. Judas. Dude, this one, I was like, this is a Scott game.
Yeah, this is I think my comment live was that if they had made a Samurai Jack game that looked like this, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, so it's the creators of BioShock. I'm not really that surprised, right? So yeah.
Oh, I may have confused that actually. I think I'm thinking of a different game. I remember seeing this one. The BioShock similarities has me excited.
Oh yeah. Well, it's Ken Levine's studio, right? It's his new studio. This is what they're coming out with, Judas. And then that was quickly followed up with Bayonetta Origins coming out on March 17th, 2023. Not too many reveals with dates in them, Scott.
No,
not at all. But that was there too. And then we got into a God of War musical. People voted. Scott, this is the largest vote count in Game Awards history with 55 million people voting.
Holy.
Yeah. And then we got into some more awards here with Best Debut Indie went to Stray. Stray picked up a couple awards, actually. It was cool. Nice to see them come out and take a lot. From there, we followed into Lightfall with Destiny 2 gameplay coming out on February 28th. Dude, I'm so far behind on Destiny. As much as I want to get into this new piece of content, I just don't think it's possible.
Oh, I fell off the Destiny train what feels like 2-3 years ago now, and I've seen it all pass me by, but it's too big. It moves too quickly for me.
Yep. No, very yeah. If you haven't stuck with it from the beginning, like you were so disconnected from what is happening, it's really hard to get back into and to kind of play catch up. Rocksteady then came out with Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League coming out on May 26th. We do have a release date now, and they did a shout out to Kevin for passing away, Kevin Conroy, which is, dude, it was heartfelt. He's going to be in the game, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's really interesting to me. They're gonna keep his voice dialogue in the game, and I think that's an interesting send off.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's done respectfully, his character isn't insane and bad.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's gonna be worth it. Scott, then I instantly thought of you as they revealed The Last of Us Part 1, March 3rd, 2023 on PC.
Yes.
I'm
looking forward to a chance now, finally, to play that.
Well, it's funny because Steve and I were talking about getting you one of our PS4s so you can play it. So I don't know. We'll see.
I appreciate the motion for that. But
It's coming to PC. That was a nice surprise. Getting a lot of people in. Once again, PlayStation moving over the world to PC because it is such a juggernaut of an ecosystem. You don't want to miss out on it, right? Oh, another award goes to best adaptation from a video game to other media. Went to Arcane. Dude, if you have not seen Arcane, you don't know, like, you were missing it. You really don't know what you're missing, man. It is such a wicked show.
I still have not yet seen it, but that's because I haven't had Netflix for several years now.
Yeah, that's too bad. World premiere once again, though, Scott, was followed up with actual gameplay of Star Wars Survivor. Thank goodness. March 17th. Jedi Survivor, I should say. And remember that guy in the tube? We're like, who is that? That was Cal's master. And he's back to...
Oh.
So, yeah, a little bit of an info tease right there. It's like,
I'm surprised I didn't notice that. Because, yeah, he is one of the larger focused characters in the first game.
Dude, I had no idea, right? Like, I was like, who's this dude in the tube? And sure enough, that's who it was.
Yeah, he's missing an arm. That was the hint. That happens a lot in Star Wars.
Yeah, everybody's missing limbs.
Yeah,
getting sliced up.
At least once a movie, I think.
Right? Absolutely. Yeah. Then the creators of Celeste came out to announce their game coming in 2024 with Earthblade. This looks like very much like Celeste. So cool music. It was really...
Celeste was amazing, and amazing music. Actually, I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah, dude, it was beautiful to listen to last night. It was like, there's some cool stuff. Very cool stuff.
I have a bit of the Celeste soundtrack in my Spotify.
Nice. That is awesome. Dude, followed up with that, another world premiere, Dune Awakening, coming to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. This looks cool. An MMO survival game. And I am down.
MMO.
Yeah. I know that part makes me nervous.
That has me a little bit worried. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. And then we talked about it on yesterday's show. Forspoken is getting the PS5 demo. It is out. It was out last night. Steve instantly downloaded it from his phone. I haven't been able to catch up to it. I ended up playing COD. So I got to go do that now once this show is done. So that's on my to-do list. And then, Scott, we got into Kojima Productions. Hideo Kojima came out and revealed Death Stranding 2. And I'm instantly going, oh man, I wanted to see his other game that they're rumoring about, Overdose. I want to see what that was about. But we saw Death Stranding 2 revealed, which is exciting for some. And part of me is like, okay, do I have to go back now and play Death Stranding 1? Because I couldn't get into it. I
bet you if you did and you come to the end of it, I don't know if that would give you the answers that you're looking for.
Any clarification going into the sequel?
Yeah, it may just add more questions to what's going to happen. But I'm wondering, it can't be the same gameplay. Surely it must be something different. Maybe it includes the same gameplay but goes off in another direction. I can't imagine another 10 to 15 hours of the same thing, but what changes?
Yeah, I have no idea. We'll see what happens there. But Kojima also mentioned he's working on like a bunch of stuff. So a lot of testing going on right now. And then of course his other game, Overdose, which is I think believed to be partnered with Xbox. So yeah, a lot of things going on over in Kojima Productions, which is always cool. But at the same time, I'm a little nervous when it comes to Death Stranding 2, just because the first one didn't connect with me. So I don't know about the second one. I
still have the first one on my computer right now, actually, but I've had to I've had to leave it behind. Just the pace of the industry these past few months.
Whew, it's been a hot one. And then another world premiere, a magical FPS got Immortals of Avium in 2023. Looked kind of cool, actually. I'm looked like the world was ending, kind of thing. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. I was very excited though. World premieres and all that stuff are always getting me hyped. I do enjoy all that stuff, but we'll see how it actually pans out when the game releases, right? That's always different then. From there, we got into best narrative, went to God of War Ragnarok. That was very nice to see. This is where everything kind of started picking up for God of War. And after that, dude, not a fighting game I'm really into anymore. I was way back in the day with Tekken Tag, but Tekken 8 revealed some gameplay. A lot of people were pretty excited. Good on those people if they're into Tekken. It's just been so long for me. I just haven't really kind of, dude. I went into Mortal Kombat. I just veered off, right? So,
yeah, I have space for one fighter in my library, and that's Soul Calibur.
Yeah, for sure. Best art award went to Elden Ring, Scott, which is understandable. Completely understandable. Yeah, that was cool to see. From there, we got into best VR AR game was Moss Book 2, which is exciting to see that. I do enjoy Moss. Moss is a fantastic VR game. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend you go check that out. It's
yeah, I have not, but you've only ever said good things about Moss.
Yeah. No, yeah, there's nothing bad to say about dude. You play as Quill, this little mouse. It's adorable. I really do like it a lot. We got into
you like mice, but you don't like cats. I see what side you're on.
That's right. Best sim strategy game at Mario Sparks of Hope. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which is cool to see. Final Fantasy 14 got best community support. Dude, that game is massive.
Yeah, it's still been going. Now I'm curious. I think I have to look this up. How long has Final Fantasy 14 been out?
It's been out for a very long time. It feels like.
Yeah.
Right? What's
2010.
Yeah. Holy, man. 12 years is still going? That is
yeah,
awesome.
I'd say it wins best community support for sure.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, that's still going today. Without a doubt. And then we got gameplay reveal of Nightingale. This game looks awesome. I am stoked because we go out and play together. Like it's got this co-op survival thing going on, and I'm down to play this. Like I want to play it. It looks creepy. It's got some creepy elements, man. I was just like, whoa. But Scott, you can save me.
Yeah, I will take that.
Best games for impact was awarded to As Dusk Falls. It's a fantastic game. Dude, it had an impact. Like that has such a story-driven focus. Remind me a lot of what Quantic Dream builds with their games, where everything kind of has consequences and story outcomes that are just different, and they feel like there is an impact. So yeah, that was awarded to them, which is cool to see. And then a funny one came out of nowhere for me. I wasn't expecting this. Baldur's Gate 3 announced on everything else but Stadia, because Stadia is where I played it a year ago, Scott. And they're no longer keeping Stadia around, right? So Lorien Studios are like, okay, what are we doing over here now, I guess, with our game? And they're moving it over to all the other platforms, which is great. Right? If you can work it on Stadia, which is really meant for mouse and keyboard, but you still had controller support, I'd definitely bring it over there as well.
Was it Baldur's Gate or was it Kingdoms of Amalur that had the big crowd vote? Do you remember that? It was a couple weeks ago they came out and they said, hey, is anybody there looking for this title? And they had a huge response. Yes, please.
Yeah. No, for sure. I'm not sure what one that was. Scott, take a look at Twitch, will you?
Yes, you have a message, actually.
Oh, what do I have? I've been busy. I'm just reading down the thing, so it's hard to keep up because there's just so much to cover.
Our first message was, hey guys, do you look at the chat? I said, yes, we try to.
Normally we do, yeah.
He says, awesome. The guy on Top Cam went to the same school as me.
What? Really? Well,
it's strange because that's come up before.
Huh, wow. All right. All right, cool. Yeah, all right.
You're a popular guy in Southern Ontario.
I guess so, yeah. World premiere from Airship Syndicate was Wayfinder. This is a co-op game, a heavy and focused. Dude, remind me a little bit of Dauntless, and then from there they got into a whole other list of things, but it looked really, really cartoonish. to me, and I'm curious to see how well that kind of hits home with everybody else when it actually launches. No release date yet, so we don't know what's going on there. Coming out though on January 20th, 2023 was Fire Emblem Engage, which I know a lot of people follow that series, which is cool to see. So that was announced as well. A lot of unique titles coming out of last night's award ceremony and stuff. Sky content is actually there as well. If you played Sky over on iOS, they're actually bringing it over to other places now. And Sky's actually having a concert they released last night after. So this is that game company, the team who brought us Journey. So they're bringing us this as well. And yeah, interesting. Then we got Hazley did a Diablo 4 musical, which is, dude, it was awesome. It was really
Halsey.
cool.
Halsey.
What did I say? Halsey? What did I say?
Hazley.
Oh, sorry. Halsley. Yeah. And then from there, we got into best racing sports game with GT7.
That's... Yep. No, that wouldn't have been my first guess, but then I haven't really been into racing games in quite some time.
Dude, I gotta look it up right now. I'm going through the Game Awards. So I want to see what this
GT7 was the one that was landslid with reviews.
Steve and I reviewed it, and man, it was dull. Like, it was really, really dull. And I found it hard to get into. I'm going to. I want to see the next one. What are you doing? What are you laughing at?
our chatter in Twitch.
Oh, okay.
This is taking a turn.
Yeah. Why?
Oh no, this is funny.
I guess you guys' names and ages just Adam. 31. Adam. Huh. What's going on, man? Good to see you. All right.
Your guess was a little closer to my age, but
yeah, I'm a little bit older, that's for sure. Yo, okay, so the next one, Scott, the best multiplayer game of the year? Really? Splatoon 3? Really? That's what got selected? Now, I was trying to find out what other games were nominated. I can't seem to find it right now. It's just, there's so much going on. And I was just like, of all the games, I didn't expect that one to get it. It's just, whatever. Is one of those things, I guess. Best audio design went to God of War Ragnarok. Content creator went to Ludwig, which is cool to see. Most anticipated, Scott. No surprise. Dude, no surprise whatsoever. Let's be honest, right? It was The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, right? No shock there.
Now, did somebody say it out loud, though? Tears, or is it tears?
No, it was Tears. Jeff Keighley said Tears. Okay. And I listened last night, too, to make sure. I'm like, okay, we've been on this fence of where does this name stand, right? So
yeah, somebody introduced it differently once.
And that's what kind of got us off guard. Yo.
Yeah.
Followed up by a world premiere of Horizon Forbidden West DLC, Burning Shores. I almost said Skies. Burning Shores, which is awesome to see, coming out on April 19th. Takes place in LA. Like, really?
Burning Skies. What is that?
I don't know.
What is that? That's a title in my head.
I was going there.
Blazing Angels?
Man, are we almost done? We are not. Oh, Scott, we got some more to go through still here. The cast of The Last of Us came out from the game and from the HBO upcoming show to announce the best action game went to Bayonetta 3. That one is Platinum is a busy studio right now, so I'm curious to see what they do in the future. We do know one thing they're working on, which is Bayonetta Origins, which was weird, but that's cool.
Quite a change of the whole series.
Very big, yeah, absolutely. Another world premiere, Bandai Namco working with Amazon Games, next gen only, called Blue Protocol, coming out in 2023. Scott, did you ever play The Remnant back in the day?
I think that was Remnant Fall of Ashes.
Yeah, yep.
I played a very small amount. I watched a roommate of mine play a lot of that game. And then I had played Chronos, which was before the Ashes.
Oh, there you go. Well, then they got Remnant 2 coming out. So, and then after
extra ashes,
maybe. Then after that, we're watching this trailer, and it's going on, and I'm like, man, what is this? This looks cool. Okay, I'm interested. And all of a sudden, these hands come up. I'm like, is that Bumblebee? Sure enough, Transformers Reactive, dude. I was like, yes, I hope this is cool. Like, this looks cool.
Bumblebee is cool, but where's Rat Trap?
Dude, there's so many.
There's only some Transformers that I enjoy still now, and that's because Beast Wars.
Yeah. Dude, there's a new Transformers movie coming out I want to watch.
I think it's about Beast Wars, actually.
It is, yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
There we go. And then we got Skydance came out with their announcement of VR game for Behemoth. Dude, that game looks cool. Yeah. So,
The
Brad,
Human
keep
VR,
your
I missed
comments
that one.
clean, buddy. We not clean, but not so focused on the ending event last night. Somebody got timed out and doesn't know why. We got to see a little bit about the Mario movie. From there, we got the best score in music went to God of War Ragnarok, which is cool to see. And then Don't Not came out with a new game, a completely different take on what they normally do. This is an action RPG called Banishers Ghost of New Eden, coming out at the end of 2023, which would not surprise me to get delayed to 2024. Just saying.
Okay.
Right? The game looked cool. Actually, dude,
Because we don't have a lot of dates on these, I suspect some of these will move.
Yes. Yeah. The end of 2023, like opportunities there to push that, right? So from there, we got into Warhammer Space Marine 2 coming out in 2024. Scott? No, 2023.
I like Warhammer, but I've never played Space Marine 1.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be out next year. Behavior Interactive came out to announce their release date on April 4th of Meet Your Maker, which looks like a pretty cool title. We'll get into that one. A bit of a shocking title was Crash, came out with Crash Team Rumble. I almost said racing just because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah, well, I'm familiar with Crash Team Racing. What is Rumble? Is that going to be a...
Dude, it's a
beat 'em
brawler.
up?
Yeah, it is. It's a team.
Okay.
It's like a 4 versus 4 or 5 versus 5 brawler. I was like, huh.
Interesting.
Isn't it? Yeah. And then innovation and accessibility went to God of War Ragnarok once again. And then I saw this game come up and I'm like, this is another Scott game. It's the Lords of the Fallen. This is a sequel. Sequel or prequel?
Okay.
One of those things kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I played one of the Lords of the Fallen. Or Lord Singular of the Fallen. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And then on March 28th, we're getting Crime Boss Rocky City, which looks like a weird take on GTA. I'm going to be honest. So,
okay.
Yeah, it looked kind of weird. We'll see how that one goes. And then from there, we got into best role-playing game, went to Elden Ring. It's nice to see. Not a big surprise there either. Player's Voice went to Genshin Impact. Dude, that game never ends.
Player's Voice, you got that right. You just open up Twitter.
That's like there's so much. From there, we got into best indie game, went to Stray, which is like I said, they actually scooped up a couple awards last night. It was really cool. Best action
really
adventure.
hoping for that to go to PC.
Yeah, God of War went there. Best ongoing went to Final Fantasy. Oh, Reggie came out and gave best action direction, went to Elden Ring. From there, we got a gameplay reveal of Phantom Liberty for Cyberpunk coming in 2023, which is new DLC.
That might be the trigger that gets me back to play that one.
Oh yeah, you think so, eh? Actually, it's funny because I kind of looked at it too and went, huh, I wonder if this is what's going to pull me in. And from there, we got a big announcement coming out of Bandai Namco from Software working on Armored Core 6.
Oh,
yeah.
Armored Core. That's a big one.
Dude, that's huge. A lot of people lost their minds last night when that happened. They're like, whoa, we're good to go finally.
Super mech fighter, but it's a sim.
Is it? So what's the perspective going to be on this game? Like top down, third person, first person? What
third person, way back. Kind of over the shoulder, but further back. That's at least what I've seen.
Gotcha.
I think that was like Armored Core 3 or 4 that I watched, though.
Okay. From there, we get in the world premiere of Final Fantasy 16 coming out on June 22nd, PS5 exclusive, Scott. And then it wrapped up last night with the Game of the Year announcement, and it was rewarded to Elden Ring, which rightfully so.
No, that means I was actually correct after all.
I was not wrong. I was not wrong in saying I think you're right. I would prefer it to go to God of War Ragnarok just because it's my game of the year, but I think it was going to go to Elden Ring. So we're both on the same wavelength there. But overall, dude, just like that, eh? We made it. First of all, we made it. Let's be thankful there. But
you condensed about 3 hours into 25
dude,
minutes.
It was long. Just that it was supposed to be short. It wasn't short. It was almost 3 hours still. It's like it's still too long. I'd like him to condense it down to like at least 2. But either way, Scott, just like that. Wow, that was a fast show. We are done already, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. This has been ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. You can always join us live over on twitch.tv/theofficialITG, as well as YouTube at theofficialITG. But if you can't join us live, it is up later inside the game.ca podcast services and TV streaming networks around the globe. Until Monday, everybody, enjoy your weekend. I'm Drew. That's Scott. We'll see you inside the game.